G'day everybody and welcome to Ultramarine, the new hobby high, Ultramarines from scratch, episode 31. We just not knocking this out of the park or what? 31 episodes of this. Anyway, so this has been an amazing weekend. It's been Easter, staying with the family, watching TV with the bubs, chocolates, good food. We did an Easter egg hunt. And on in and amongst everything that we were doing that was all family orientated and doing the right thing, I managed to actually get some time in to do some hobbying. And so last video I showed you I had barely anything left. I was on bare bones, and the entire, I had the tank, maybe 10 men, 10 of these Mark 6s. So it was looking a bit rough. I didn't have much to go through, but all through the weekend, all of my orders came through. How fancy was that? All of them, all at once, and not just like dribbled in. They literally all came in at once, and I'm stoked. I've got stuff to do now. So it's really, really, really good. Just dirtying this up. I come back through with a bit of white spirits later and a sponge and clean all this up. It just sits in the recesses nightly and drops some of that highlight down, which is quite good. Also, it stains the paint, which is what you want. I want this metal to look less shiny. I hope it comes out all right. But yeah, I spent most of my time that I could working on this tank, because it's pretty much all I had to work on. So it's coming along nicely. It will be hopefully game ready by next Thursday, or this Thursday coming. I hope. We will see. But just enjoying the weekend. It's been brilliant. Family, Bubs' first real Easter eggs hunt. That was adorable. She ate. Oh my goodness, she's all about the chocolate. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, just gushing about what a good week it is. Anyway, let's show you what has happened this week for me with the hobby. Not interested in all this other guff. First off, I got my first heavy weapons squad put together. A kebab of missile launchers, a kebab of heavy bolters. The other ones are sitting downstairs, currently drying. It's raining here in Perth at the moment, so I'm letting them dry completely because there's a lot of moisture in the air and it'll bubble. I have been prepping some Thousand Suns for a friend. He asked me to do some Thousand Suns, so that's black undercoat and then some of this brass. What is that? Base Rune Lord, and then some... what's that? Retributor armor. They're coming up, so it's all layered, dark to layer. I figure it should look like it's magical armor. And then I've got some really nice thin red varnish, which will go over that. Hopefully it'll come up all right. But let me show you what I've got, because I got so much stuff, and it is fucking amazing. I'm so excited. I no longer am reaching a period where I go, oh, what am I going to paint next? What am I going to paint next? I'm running out of crap. I've got things to do. Look at this. First off, the boring stuff. I have 20... oh, no, that one. This one. I have 20 Mark 6s and another 10 Mark 6s here. So that's going to be... I don't know yet. But it will be something. I'm thinking maybe I've got the sprue of special weapons, maybe a set of flamers. Because my logic is, if you put a template down, why bother to hit? Why bother rolling the dice? Just put a template down. Freaking takes a lot of it out of you, a lot of the chance out of winning. So maybe a set of flamers, but I've got 20 heavy weapons dudes to do first. Then luck on luck, I got this one. This is gold over here in Australia at the moment. It's so hard to get. A whole box of 20 Mark 4s. So with this unit, I'm going to punch these out as my elite squad. God, I can't remember his name. Has a red helmet. And basically, these are going to be my elite squads. I'll go out and I'll get to buy one of the Mark IV close combat sprues and just kit everyone out separately and just make this look Mickey Mouse. I'm getting to the point where I realise I've got quite a lot of elites at the moment and not enough troops, simply because there's not much troops. I could either spend $90 on getting one of those Forge World shooty things, make another unit of tacticals, or I could just be a patient man and wait for the destroyers and shield dude breaches to come out. But I've only got like 2 20-man units of fucking troops. That's it. And, special weapons, but they're not lined. So it's if the base part of the army, the bread and butter, is not, the butter's spread too thin over a piece of bread. Well, okay, let me show you what else I got. Oh, I've got some goodies over here. Okay, these I got, I don't know if you can see this, I got me 3 Sky Hunters. Now, they're not going to be a unit of 3, that's going to be a unit of 2 and an apothecary. I also needled my way into getting a 40k apothecary sprue, so I'm going to make a Mark 6 apothecary out of that as well. Then, these are the special weapons. Maybe those two things will be their special weapons group. I like the flamers because you don't have to roll to hit, but I like the plasmas and the heavy multi-melters. The big Volkites are good, but I've given away the small Volkites. Just got to get them up. Oh, this is the other thing that came in. Look at that. Now, I only got that for 3 things. Can you tell what they are? Yeah, they just look good. I'm going to run them Sky Hunter squadrons. I'm not going to run them as like a close combat unit or anything. I'm going to run them as a mobile objective denial unit. So they're not going to go around doing anything. I'm going to probably put them up with the plasmas because that seems to be the best thing for killing a unit of Marines. Give them a what's my target? Nuncio Vox augury scanner so they can re-roll their hits, and then get them to sit there and blast away the line troops that are on an objective. And because they're a denial unit, even if they're not get rid of the squad, they can deny that objective to the unit. So that's their purpose. That's how I'm going to run them. I don't know if that's the right way. Quite frankly, I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with this game. And the last thing that came in is a lucky box of Forge World stuff. Now I'll go through it here. I'm just going to I've got it on my lap. I'm just going to put it here. So I've got 2 Cataphracti special weapons upgrades. I don't know why I've got them, because I never ordered these 2. So now I have a ridiculous amount of Thunderhammers and auto cannons. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. These ones you've seen, because these are just in the box. I bought them so I could kit out a kit more Ultramarine. Those ones you've seen. Oh, all right. These are the Ultramarine shoulder pads. They're quite nice if you have a look at them. I think they're actually so finely detailed. I don't know how I'm going to run the white and the gold around the edge. I think they're going to be quite busy. The white won't stand out quite as well as a decal, but we'll see how it goes. I have the Ultramarine heads, which I really like. I actually kept this one sideways because I really like the thing. They're not, when I have a closer look at them, they're not altogether that different from a normal head. I'm not sure if this was money well spent, but I had to buy it just to see it and use it. But what I did get, which I do like, and I do still like, and I think I got 2 packets of them because I like them so much, were the Imperial Fist heads, because I really like that laurel wreath and the I think, what's it called, a Corsican cross on the face. I really, really, really like this look, and I've sprinkled them throughout my troops as I build up the troops and various bits and pieces. Now I've got these Proteus pattern, which are the low slung, the hip mounted missile launchers. Now I got these because when I make I think they're called a despoiler or devastator, the rad rocket launchers, I need something to differentiate them from normal rocket launchers. So these are going to be the rad missile launchers, rad and haywire missile launchers. So despoilers, destroyers, I don't know, there's so many bloody different names to the units and you just do not get them right half the time. Okay, I got a Space Marine Legion Pravian. I don't know why. I can't honestly look you in the eye and tell you why the fuck I got this, but he looks very cool. He has 2 scales on tentacles, and yeah, I just bought that for the rule of cool and to get me over the postage level. But here, the last 2 are the 2 fancy ones. Now, check out this. I've got a Legion Champion Master of Signals. Because I can now, with the Master of Signals, when I get him up and going, I can now run the Legos Lectora, the Ultramarines special battlefield thing, where they get like extra movement or extra reaction. I haven't really read into it too much because I didn't have the unit, but now I do. So that was a nice buy. And the big one, the final one, I finally have, until I get Gilliman painted up to the highest level, I actually have Remus Venatus. Venatus? Or Ventanus. I'm going to call him Ventanus because that's just hilarious to me. He's got a gas problem. He eats too many beans, and Remus Ventanus is the saviour of Calth. That looks like a fun little model. You know, I think what I'm going to do, because in the book I remember one of the first kills he did with this standard that he found was through the head of a word bearer in Terminator armour. I've got bits of word bearer, so I think I might change this base and actually have him stand on the chest and that spearing through the face, the open face of a word bearer. That's what I think I'm going to do with this one. But long and the short of it, that's pretty much it. This should be finished very, very soon. Here's a preview of what it'll look like with the semi-painted one. This is off the Spartan. All right. Look at that. Does that not look great? I think that looks all right. Look a bit better when it's all dirtied up, which is what I'm currently in the middle of doing. But yeah, this is what I'm working on next. And then once this is done, I'll try and tee up a game where I can use both this and the Praetorian Breaches. Tried 2 new units in one game. With this one completed, I will have 4,000 points. But it's not a playable 4,000 points because I have quite a lot of HQs and quite a lot of elites and only 2 troops. So I have to do something to balance that out so I actually have 4,000 playable. Unless I find somebody who just says, yeah, just stick it on the table. That would be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen because it just gives you a ridiculous advantage. Nonetheless, this is my day. I've had a great Easter. Look after your family, give your wife a kiss, take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching. Cheerio.